Hey everyone, Shack Redemption back to kick off the 06-07 season. Got everything set up and ready to go, including the new and improved rotation. Peyton's down to 26 minutes. We got Wade up to 33, gets to start this year after winning 6-man last year. Chris Paul's going to play a bunch of minutes off the bench. He only was here to 15 last year. Played almost every game. Howard and Garnett both at 20. We got Hill and Roy pretty much split. We'll see how that goes. Roy at 78. Usually I don't play people that are under an 80. I don't know the last time I had somebody in the rotation under 80, but we'll see. We'll see how he does. I could easily make this into a 9-man rotation, but I'd like to play as many people as I can. If he isn't playing, we could either go 9-man or we could let Josh Smith play, which would just make Kobe play more shooting guard, which is fine, but we're just going to hope this works out well. I think we're just going to jump right in, see how many wins we can start off with. Hopefully we can beat the Celtics in game 1. We won by 28, so that's promising. Kobe with 29, Wade with 26. Whole bunch of free throws, good start. Shaq is down here with 6 points. Okay, I mean, I know he's getting older, but that's not a good start. Dwight Howard only had 3 rebounds. We got 3 blocks. Brandon Roy's first game, not terrible. We got KG almost got a double-double off the bench. Celtics, so it's been Michael Redd scoring a whole bunch for them the last several years. They didn't really do much to get better. All right, keep going here. Barely beat the Nets. I want to say they were the team that gave us our first loss last year, but I could be wrong. We're coming off back-to-back 73-9 seasons, so we'll see if we can match or beat that this year. Here's a 23-point win over the Suns. We gave them actually their first loss. So this is the Tim Duncan team. Looks like he is going crazy here to start out the year. They've got Jay Crossover, like that's crazy too. They've got both of them averaging 25 points so far, so he must have had a crazy game because he only had 17 against me. Yeah, he had a 40-point game. He made 7 threes. He also made 6 in that last one, so he's off to a good start. But outside of those two, there's not much. Chris Kamen's pretty good. D-Wade, so Shaq almost hit 20 in that one. Kobe got 11 rebounds to lead the team. Chris Paul made 3 threes. I very much doubt he did that at all his rookie season. And then in the second of the back-to-back 25-point win over the Hawks, who only have 1 win. They are one of the worst teams from a roster standpoint, I do recall. Kobe Bryant had 7 steals. I'm going to guess that's a career high. Yes, it is. It is now a league high. Andrew Bogut got 7 blocks. Baron Davis already got 17 assists. We got Allen Iverson scoring 56 points. He's on a new team, the Magic. It's pretty much him, Turkoglu, and nobody else. Peyton, 10 assists. Brandon Roy got 10 points in 11 minutes. Shaq with 4 points. What is going on here? Huh. Ersan Ilyasova leading the team. Yeah, they just don't have much going for them. They've got a few fake people in the rotation. Then we barely beat the Nets here. Jameer Nelson, 24 points. I think he's starting now. Brand, Terry, this is a pretty good team. They had a good record last year as well. Kobe with 26. Shaq 12. Bosch up there with 19. 11 rebounds for Wade is a career high, I'm pretty sure. Garnett was 4 for 13. We shot a whole lot of free throws. Keep going. The Bulls are the team that signed Paul Pierce to go with Dirk Nowitzki, and we just scored a whole bunch of points on them. Won by 16. Kobe and Bosch over 20. Shaq is way down here way too often so far. But when you have a team of superstars, I guess it'll happen every now and then. Kobe was 4 for 4 from downtown. Pierce got 28. He's still averaging about as much as he did with the Hawks the last few years. Iggy's not scoring quite as much. Dirk is down a little bit. I guess that makes sense. And they've lulled Dang as well at 13. 31 over the Mavs. They got Mike Bibby from the Blazers, scoring a little bit more. They still have Powell. Oh, he's only at 14. I guess Bibby's taking away some shots. Sean Marion tying a career high in scoring so far. Kobe 29, 8 and 8. Shaq with a season high 21. Only missed one field goal attempt. First time we got three guys with 20. Double-double for Bosch. Paul almost with a double-double. I don't know if he has any of those. He got one last year, so hopefully he's going to manage that again soon. Here's a 9-point win over the Knicks. Kobe with 36. 1 for 10 from downtown, though. That's horrendous. Wade with 21. Garnett close to a double-double. I feel like the minutes have not been close in some of them, but I guess it just depends on when dead balls happen. Joe Johnson averaging 22 so far. Stackhouse has dropped a little bit. They got Sean Kemp at 36 years old is playing 25 minutes. Is he their starting center? He sure is. Oh boy. Well, we're going to hope that's going to be his last hurrah. I think I need to do training now. Actually, let's do a conditioning here. Then we don't do one here. Alright, here we go, continuing on. So now we get to go against that Allen Iverson team. We'll see what he scores on us. Well, they didn't play defense. Gary Payton is hurt, which means Chris Paul gets to start. That's fun. Rondo would be the next guy. We just drafted him with the third pick. I guess we can give him a try. The other option is to have Wade play kind of the backup point guard minutes, and then Roy could play some more. I might try that. We'll see. We'll still make Rondo active. Let's see how this works out here. Start with this. Switch these. And then I'm already not liking it, so I think Chris Paul can play more. Than that. 31 and 17 sounds decent. No GP is probably a thing. Yep. Alright, so we will try this. And actually, I'm going to go see where Wade can play a little bit of point guard, so Rondo doesn't have to play as much. He could play there. Get Roy in an extra minute. Play there. Roy again. And there we go. That way Rondo's not playing so much here in his first action of his career. Alright. Wade can't play point guard, right? Yep. Okay. Oh, that was almost a 40-point win over the Knicks. Alright, 32 over the Magic. They're only 4-8. Iverson's averaging 34 points per game. He's not getting as many assists, lots of turnovers, still shooting a crazy good percentage. I did make him a point guard again just because they wouldn't have had one otherwise. So he went up like 2 or 3 overall by doing that, so that probably makes him even better. They got fake guys scoring 18 points. Penny Hardaway's getting 12 per game at 71 overall. They only have, I think, 5 or 6 real people. Iverson, Hardaway, Johnson, Caffey, and Green. I think that's it. So they're probably starting a fake guy. Shaq, 29 and 10. D. Wade, 27, almost a double-double. Bosch did get one. Kobe almost got one. Payton almost got one. Made all 3 of his shots. Then this one looks like fun. No huge scoring. This was the game Payton got hurt in, but he played almost all of his minutes. Charlie Villanueva got 15 to lead the team. Beat the Pistons by 15. They're pretty good. They've got Sharif, 16. Ogaskis almost to 20. Jason Kidd averaging 25 points per game. 11 assists. Oh, wow, almost averaging a triple-double at this point. He's also playing 40 minutes a game because they don't have a point guard. I guess Yarich can play it. I'm guessing he is. Okay, Kobe with 32. Double-double for Paul. There it is. His first double-double of the year and his first start of the year. Missed all his threes, but otherwise a good game. Rondo's first game, not so great. Got 4 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals. I like that part, but missed all 3 of his shots. We've got Gary Payton back. I'm going to let him miss this game. We still won. Get Rondo back on the inactive list. And Payton back in the starting lineup. Load that back, and we'll let Paul have another minute at least. Probably there. And we'll go with that. Another game against Dirk and Pierce, and they again can play no defense. We actually scored one more point than we did last time. 27 over the good Nuggets. They've been a solid team the last several years. Big Dog's actually averaging more. They've got Marbury, Rashard Lewis. Karolinka must be hurt. Don't see him. Kobe Bryant got 43 points. That's pretty fun. D. Wade with 20. Shaq got 6 assists. Kevin Garnett seems to be pretty consistent. Has some bad shooting games, I guess. 24 over the Mavs. There's Shaq with a 26 and 10. Double-double with assists this time for Kobe. So back-to-back dual games for him. 18 for Chris Paul is probably a career high. Nope, it is a season high, but 19 he got one game last year, probably in one of his starts. Other than his threes, he's amazing. He's getting 12 assists per 36. I forgot to look at Rondo in that last game. He had 6 points, 3 assists, and a steal. Not bad. Ben Gordon led the team that time. He's dropped down in his scoring. 47 over the Bulls. I thought that team was going to be pretty good. Now Dwayne Wade gets 43. So Kobe gets 43, and now Dwayne Wade gets his career high. That says Manu Ginobili made 10 threes in a game. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Dwayne Wade's averaging 22.5 points, 5 rebounds, almost 7 assists. 50% from downtown, probably not shooting a whole lot, 7 for 14. But Dwayne Wade is good stuff. I sure hope, well, get to match whatever contract comes his way, I guess. Chris Paul's down here 1 for 5 in Peyton's return. So Paul back to the bench, but got his 10 assists. Dirk's now at 22. Pierce is under 20 now. And I think let's just go to here because that's the last practice I did and it gets us into December. The Bobcats are reset. They got Amari Stoudemire. I forget who else, but they've got a pretty good looking lineup. Sebastian Telfair in a first for Garnett's not going to happen. We beat them by a lot. We beat the Suns by 21. Kobe and Shaq at the top. 3 for 11 Bosch, not good. Dwight Howard went 7 for 8 from the line. That's pretty random. Crawford with 24. We held Duncan to 10. He also got 9 assists randomly. His scoring has dropped back down, but his rebounds are still ridiculous. And then the Bobcats were beat by 41. They are 11-7. Kobe with another double-double, also 3 blocks. I'm curious what he's doing. He's averaging 27, 6, and 5, 2 steals. Shooting 46% from downtown. Oh my, Kobe Bryant. For some reason, he's not super happy. Don't know why. Eight for 10 from downtown as a team. They have Darren Williams in his second year. They signed Stoudemire, who's not going to score quite as much on this team, probably. I guess the rest of them they already had, like Devin Harris got a little better. McGlure has been their center, well, now just for the second year. Okay, so they're not amazing, but it's still a neat team. Let's go see stuff that happened. Any transactions by chance? Fred Hoiberg randomly got signed by the Spurs. Not sure what's up with that. Ron Artest broke his leg. That is the other Bobcat that was not on that list because he's hurt. So Artest and Stoudemire were their big pickups, and now they're missing one of those. Peterson's out. He was averaging 20 points per game before a spinal injury after the first 9 games. First awards, we got Kobe and Wade in there, along with a couple Iversons, a couple LeBrons on the West, Anton Jameson. Player of the month, October was kind of worthless. There's like 1 or 2 games. Iverson and Braun, and then Kidd and Carmelo. For the rookies, we got Bargnani and Morrison, Tyrese Thomas, and C.J. Watson. Well, I have 3 of the best rookies kind of held hostage on my team. At least Roy is playing, but Aldridge and Rondo probably not going to get enough PT to get any awards. Let's see if anybody's willing to re-sign. Peyton will still. He's 38 years old. Dude, you're not getting more. I don't think you'll play even another year after this. I think you should retire this year. I think in real life 06-07 was his last year playing for the Heat. He's shooting the best of his career. He is actually playing point guard only at this point. Or, yeah, I think so. So I don't know if that's what he likes. Kevin Garnett will also re-sign. That we probably will do because I'm afraid I hit the hard cap. I'm going to lose him again, which is what happened back in the 2001 offseason. Wanted to re-sign him, but I was at the hard cap and they would not even let me offer him. So he's happy enough, evidently being a backup playing 20 minutes a game. 18 actually. So we will go ahead and extend him. Probably, what does he want? 2 is the most, or 2 is what he really wants. We'll see if we can do flat. Maybe 6.55 looks pretty good. Boom. It's around what he was making, right? It's actually a little less. I think it's around what Nash was making, who we traded in the off season. So goes down $1 million, but locks up power forward just in case something silly happens where I can't match Bosch. I should be able to match Wade and Bosch, any offers that come their way. Grant Hill is not re-signing yet. It looks like he might. He's also playing really well here. He hasn't made a 3 yet. Shaq is averaging only 15. 9 boards, shooting 60% still. Per 36 isn't even 20. We already looked at Kobe. We've seen Wade. Bosch is up in scoring. He's playing a little bit more, shooting amazing. He's actually shooting threes now, it looks like. Well, 5 for 9. He's going to shoot more than he did last year. Josh Smith's not played. Dwight shooting 65%. Oh my. Per 36, 16 and 10, 2 blocks. CP3, okay, percentage has dropped a little bit, but still good stuff. Rondo in his limited time did not do good shooting. Played 3 games. So he probably will not deserve a second round of playing if Paul or Peyton get hurt. Brandon Roy, on the other hand, is good stuff. So he can have more minutes anytime. Alright. I don't think I want to change anything. Rotation-wise seems pretty good. Peyton 25, I don't mind that. We can't look at that yet, I don't think. Nope. They're still in alphabetical order. Take a quick look. 15-0, 4 games up on the Pistons. The Hawks and Bucks are really, really bad. Look at the Bucks team here. Monte Ellis is probably averaging a lot. 13 is not as much as I thought. The Hawks, Lamar Odom's only at 14. Jay Williams is at 18, though. He's having the career a lot of people hoped he would. The Suns, this team is first. I mean, it's decent, but I would pick some better teams than that. LeBron, so this team is like nothing. We gave them Nash, but they don't have a center. I made LeBron a power forward because otherwise they wouldn't have a power forward. They have a bunch of guards. Bo Outlaw. Shane Battier is hurt still, it looks like. Bogans, Jones, Ty Lue. Like, it's not good. Nash is getting to score some more. That's exciting. He's playing 32 minutes. So that's fun. LeBron is averaging 30 and 11 rebounds because he's a power forward and their starting center sucks. And the Jazz are awful. And some of these teams, I do not have their pick. So it's looking less likely that Kevin Durant will be a pacer, which is okay. Alright, we got to do some more of this stuff. Actually, we just played the Bobcats, so let's... Let's get ready for them there. We got back-to-back with the Magic coming up. So let's do the same thing here. Alright. Oh, 140. That's a new record, I think. A new high score for this season. 18 over Minnesota, who have Manu. He didn't make 10 threes on me, but he did flirt with a triple-double. He is averaging 25 points per game because they pretty much have him, Maggette, Bynum, and nothing else. He's taken some scoring away from Maggette. Bynum's only at 11. But everybody else is not going to be scoring much. D Wade, though, is having fun out there. 4 steals for Peyton with his double-double. He did not get many of those last year, but he was also playing mostly shooting guard. So Garnett, close to a double-double without points. Interesting. Alright, Sean Livingston in a first for Aldridge, no thanks. We get our first scouting here. Again, this is the first class that I've not done attributes and tendencies for because I was trying to move it a little quicker. But I did at least make the fake people bad and added Gasol and Nick Young. There's a 50-point win, along with a 55-point win. Okay. 14 over the Rockets. That's Melo's team. Continues to be a scoring machine. They got Antoine Walker from the Blazers. So the Blazers used to have a solid team around LeBron, and then they didn't bring any of them back. Battier being hurt hurts them as well. Kobe and Shaq at the top. Shaq missed one shot. Paul almost a double-double. Garrett Payton only had 2 points, but only shot twice. This one should be fun. Kobe double-double. I feel like he has a lot of those already. Garnett gets a lot of assists sometimes. Josh Howard getting 13 is their high score. And then this, over the terrible Hawks, we get 30 for Kobe. How many double-doubles does he have? He has 4 already, so he's halfway to his career high, which he got last year. He's already tied for the second most he's ever had, and we are only 19 games into the season. He's not getting happier for some reason. That's kind of scary. D Wade, we got Shaq. So 3 guys with 20 is always good. Bosch got 14 boards. For the Hawks, Lamar Odom 30 points. Got to be season high, if not career high. Oh no, he got 41 in his career one time. How's Lou doing in his second year? Oh, just 18 a game. Is he starting? He started half the games. Jay Williams, he's probably starting over Salim Stoudemire, I'm guessing. Alright, I think I only did training up through the Magic, is what I remembered. So we can start doing a little more resting here after back-to-backs. We will do the same sort of thing here. Anytime we've playing the same team in a matter of a few days, it makes sense to do some film studying. What's after the Warriors? 2 days off? Sure. Do medium. Alright. Shaq has dislocated his shoulder. I don't think he missed a game last year. He played every game. He only missed 2 the year before, 1 the year before that, and here he is a fourth of the way into the year and dislocating his shoulder. That's rough. So Dwight's going to start, and probably Randolph is going to play. Aldridge can get called up from the inactive list. Shaq has a sleeve now, I guess, because of his injury. That's kind of funny. And then Howard more or less plays Shaq's minutes. I guess he can play one more there, one more there. 31. Let's actually go for 32. 16 for, I'm going to put Randolph. We'll see how he does. And I guess that's exactly what he's going to play. Alright, so Randolph comes into the rotation, gets 16 minutes. Howard's going to get to play a lot. We'll see if we can beat the Magic and Knicks here. The Knicks should be easy. Well, no, they're decent. Well, we annihilated the Magic on the second game there. Was that? That was home. This one was away. But here's a 38-point win over the Heat. T-Mac, the only guy in double figures, gets 31. He's not averaging 30 this year, but he is still getting 24. David West down to 12. They added Andre Miller, who's going to score a little bit. Gerald Wallace is not scoring nearly as much as last year. D-Wade double-double. Shaq only 3 rebounds. Chris Paul double-double. Only 10 over the Magic in this one, but Allen Iverson got 48 points. He is averaging 35.2, shooting 61%. He's also hurt, evidently. He has pinched nerve in his back, so he's going to be out, which is going to make, well, I was going to say Hito Turkoglu, but he's not here. So I guess Penny Hardaway is going to be the number 1 scorer. That's pretty funny. At 70 overall. Shaq gets hurt in this one, and Dwight comes in and leads the team in scoring, gets 3 steals, no blocks. But what a game for Dwight Howard. Then he goes against the Magic again, and we win by 56 points. Kobe gets 47. That is a new career high. I think it's tied. I think 47 was his career high before. But holy moly, Chris Bosh with a huge double-double. That's got to be close to his high. It's a career high. So we got 2 career highs at least matched in this one game. Dwight Howard, if he didn't get 21 last game, that would have been 3 career highs. But he gets back-to-back 20-point games. Dwayne Wade gets a double-double. Howard also had 14 boards and 5 blocks, so just completely stuffed the stat sheet there. Chris Paul was not good from the field. Iverson got 38 in that one. There's just nobody else on this team, though. What do you expect? 35 over the Knicks. Kirk Heinrich at the top this time. It's been different every time. I don't see Joe Johnson or Jerry Stackhouse. So both of their scores are hurt. That's not good. Sean Kemp was 1 for 11. He still is not saying he's retiring. He's also shooting 36%. Wade and Kobe. Chris Paul gets 14. Zebo's first game, 8 points. A rebound and assist. He's probably not going to be happy. He's still okay. But after playing 34 minutes a game last year and playing at least 30 or at least 28 every season so far, probably not so happy riding the bench, but maybe these games while Shaq is hurt will help his feelings. Well, the Bucks are awful. The Blazers have LeBron. That could be a test. And the Grizzlies are surely good. Yeah, 17 and 10. We have a Christmas Eve game against the 2 and 19 Bucks. That should be fun. We get to scout some more. Whoops. Shaq is back. We are going to let him go through that game. We beat them by 9, and then we'll put Shaq back in against LeBron and company. We'll still have Howard play quite a bit, though. Shaq can have a slow return. Whoops. Take one here. Longer break before halftime. And then maybe there. And then I wanted Chris Paul to kind of keep that one for probably most of the season. It says Kobe and Wade shouldn't play that much, but sometimes I don't know how much that has to do with just there are other good people on the team. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to put Smith in front of him. All right, let's see if we can beat LeBron. We do. And then a big slaughtering of the Bucks. So only 9 over the Grizz. That's Mo Williams with 33. Marvin's down here with 6 and 5 fouls. Damon Stoudemire got 28. I'm sure it's been a while since he's done that. It is his season high. He got 46 at some point. Mo Williams' career high is 36, but he just got a season high against the Pacers. Jermaine only had 10 points. They got Jason Richardson averaging 25. Mashburn's getting older, but has been a very dependable scorer. Kobe up there at 32. Wade and Kobe just consistently at the top. Gary Payton, 11 assists. 21 over LeBron and the Blazers. Dwayne Wade and Kobe again at the top. Shaq comes back, only gets 6 points, but had 5 assists. We had 21 turnovers. Not good. I feel like Garnett's been so close to double-doubles, but has he had one? He does have one. Glad we locked him up. He is shooting great. 53.5%. LeBron almost gets a triple-double. Also, Battier's back and getting 6 steals. He's averaging 4 more points because he's by far the second best player. That says he's 86 overall. Oh my, Shane Battier. I didn't know that you could get that good. Nash, now 17 points per game. Cool to see him able to score. And then 49 over the now 2 and 22 Bucks. J.R. Smith probably going to be in the running for most improved player. Monta Ellis probably should be shooting even more, even though he's only 73 overall. This team is not looking good at all. D-Wade with 30. We got lots of people with lots of assists up here. Then Peyton only had 3 but had 5 steals. We can give Shaq his minutes back now. Like that. And let's go ahead. So we have a New Year's Day game, but New Year's Eve is here. Well, maybe we just do a little morning workout. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, we could do that and then switch this one do a lighter one. I guess we can go ahead and do the rest of these while we're in here. Do body work. We play the Bucks again here. Probably don't need to study film against them. They're not very good. By not very good, I mean they're really bad. Nets. Wolves. Alright, here we go. Did not slaughter the Bucks. Then the Warriors get 2 points away from being the first ones in the loss column for the Pacers, but held us to 85 points, which is by far the lowest. I think we got 90 something in a previous game. Maybe I made that up. We have not been under 100. 108. There's a 103, but we won by 40 still. So that was our lowest scoring game by almost 20 points. So that shows how good the Warriors are. We only beat the Bucks by 9. They're 2-25. There's Monta Ellis with 27. D Wade with 30. Chris Paul missed all his threes. Shaq fouled out in 22 minutes. Chris Paul also shot a lot. But then the Spurs go down by 39. They're actually decent. They're the ones who traded their top 5 pick for Gilbert Arenas, and it looks like it's paying off. I don't think that was the Bucks, and they got like Tyrese Thomas, I think. So I think they made the right choice. Quentin Richardson's scoring's down a little bit because of his arrival. Kevin Martin also scoring a little less. I guess they probably signed Hoiberg because they didn't have shooting guard depth. Kobe, 5 steals, 9 assists. Shaq, 9 for 9. Good looking game there. And then this one is going to be interesting. Chris Webber, averaging less rebounds, but points are the same as it's been the last 2 years. He has been one of the best players pretty much the whole time he's been in the league. Vincentity's averaging 24.6. Oh my. He's only 83 overall, but he is a scorer. Meanwhile, Kobe leads the way with 0 assists, though. Double-double for Bosch. Not much going on. Let's just simulate this game so we can see the December stuff. We're 30-0 after beating the Raptors by 7. Darius Miles, 21. Eddie Curry, 20. This is a team with a lot of power forwards in center. Curry, LaFrance, Mim, Olokandi. I guess it's just those 4. That's Jason Williams. Pretty consistent production there. Kobe with 27. Shaq 4 for 13, so he couldn't score on all those big guys I just listed off. Let's go see what's going on around the league. We did have a trade. A couple big guys swapped. Ryan Hollins for Etan Thomas, which is kind of random. No other signings. And somehow the Bucks have not fired their coach yet. 2-25 seems like a fireable record. Artest Peterson's still the top guys here. Ben Wallace also has an ankle sprain. We almost traded for him. Instead, we got Zach Randolph. Wallace probably would have made more sense from a mentoring standpoint. First look at the award races. Bronze averaging 10, 11, and 6. 2 steals. Oh my gosh. Kidd still amazing. Kobe's third. Iverson's at 35 points. It looks like he's playable, but not sure if he's playing. Duncan's scoring has dipped quite a bit. Rookie of the Year, Andrea Bargnani, 15-5. He went number 2 to the Wizards, which I did not expect. They also got Rudy Gay, because that's That's who I traded the 5th pick to for some future picks. There's a fake guy in here, so that's cool. That's the team with Allen Iverson and not much else. Adam Morrison, who was the 7th pick, that looks about right. I don't know that he ever shot over 40% when he did play in the league. Mo Williams is right in front of Chris Paul. I wasn't really trying to get Chris Paul 6th man of the year, but now I probably will try. Sam Cassell at age 37 is averaging 15 points off the bench for the Lakers. He's Billups' backup. Michael Finley at age 33 getting a career high, I think. 18 points because the Cavs have no scoring on their team. Defensive player, no Pacers in here. We do have Karolinko. Yao's averaging 20 and 11. That's cool to see. They locked him up with a big contract. Smush Parker, another guy on the Cavs, scoring a lot because they have nobody else. Jose Calderon for the Bucks. That doesn't look like most improved worthy. Mecca Okafor, though, 18 and a half, 10 boards. Alright, players of the week. No more Pacers. Manu got one in the West. The Bulls had 2 different guys back to back. We got Iverson and LeBron, players of the month. That's probably going to happen a lot. Rookie Bargnani, and now it's Paul Millsap's turn in the West. Our first look at the All-Star voting. Manu Ginobili might start in the All-Star game. Oh my. Pretty good looking guys over here in the West. On the front court, LeBron, Melo, Duncan looks like they're going to be almost certainly the starters. Weber might have a chance. And for the East, Kidd and AI, Wade will be not starting, looks like, unless Iverson gets hurt again or something. Red, McGrady, Chris Paul's down here in 9th, so not even Gary Payton. And I think Payton randomly made it last year, even though he was getting like 8 points and 9 assists, which is close to what he's doing again this year, but he has missed some games. And the front court, Kobe and Dirk and Pierce. So it could be Kobe and the 2 Bulls. Shaq is 9th, unfortunately. He's missed some games and only averaging 15, so not sure that's going to improve. He could probably pass these 2, but we'll see. Will anybody else? So now Grant Hill will re-sign for much cheaper. He's happier with 2 years, but I don't know that I want him for 2 years. I guess he's still going to be pretty good, and he's one of my favorite small forwards of all time, so I think we'll do kind of like what we did with... Well, actually, we'll wait with him, because if he has a bad injury, we might just let him go. Garnett's good enough and still only 30 to where we were risking it, but we'll stick with that. Peyton somehow is not retiring still. He's still shooting over 50% randomly. He's also down 1 because he's supposed to be 88. He's not very happy. I'm guessing because he wants to re-sign and I'm not doing it, but you're already making $11 million for next year when you'll be 39 years old. Hill's doing pretty much the same thing he did last year, almost exactly. Shaq only 15, almost 20 per 36 though. Seems to be pretty good. Kobe's still at 27. Wade's up to 22. That is just cool stuff. Chris Bosh still 13.9. Dwight averaging 10 points off the bench. CP3 also 10 points off the bench. I'm surprised Dwight wasn't in the 6th man running too then. Garnett still shooting 53%. We got Brandon Roy having a great rookie season so far for what he's been playing. I don't think I'll change anything there. We got a first look at the mock draft. So here we go. We don't have the Bucks, Clippers, or Jazz. We do have the Hawks. The Magic, I mean, Iverson could make them better, but we have like all the next round of teams. Look at that. So many Pacers logos in a row. And then we also have a lot of the good teams. So we didn't quite luck in to the worst teams in the league, but that's okay. We are at 30-0. The Nets, pretty cool team. Looks like Ray Allen is hurt again, or still hurt, I'm not sure. Has he played at all? He has, but he's now has an ankle sprain. He had like a torn Achilles or ACL or something. The Bucks are like for sure going to be the worst team. The Suns still at the top of the West. Clippers at the bottom. They're not very good. Alright. I don't remember how far I went with the trading. We got the trade deadline coming up. Alright, did that. Bucks, Kings, bodywork. Strength individual, sure. Alright, we got the Spurs, who are decent, the Bucks, who are awful, and the Kings, who are not great. Kick January off. That's a 48-point win there. It will not take long. I don't know why I just skipped over these guys. It will not take long to scout all of the real people in this one. Peja in a second for KG. Well, as much as I'd like to have Peja on my team eventually, it's not for Kevin Garnett. Okafor in a first for Garnett. No thanks. And Grant Hill has torn his MCL, so that's probably confirming that I'm not going to extend him, because that's going to make him go down even more. The cool thing is that means Josh Smith gets to play. That's not a problem. But we'll probably have Brandon Roy play these two random shooting guard minutes so that Smith can be down there. I think I do have a no Grant Hill lineup somewhere. I sure do. Not that that was very difficult, but might as well do it. Oh, I wanted to do Paul's minute too. There we go. All right. Big win over the Bucks and a big win over the Kings. Kevin Garnett is now hurt. We'll let him miss at least one game so we can get Randolph back in. Bosch can play a couple more minutes too. Oh, I want to do the Hill lineup. I don't mind little injuries like that let people play a little more that don't usually get to. So we'll get Bosch in. Let's have him play one more there. Actually, we'll just have him play a lot in the fourth. We'll go with that. So 3 huge wins. There's 48 over the Spurs. D-Wade with 33 and 6 steals, made 3 of his 4 threes. Kobe made 3 of his 6, so we shot 50% as a team. this was the game Hill got hurt in, right? Or no? Yeah, I think so. He did play all his minutes, I think. And then 46 over the Bucks, who still have 2 wins. Kobe and Wade at the top again. We got 13 assists. No, this is the game Hill got hurt in. Only played 10 minutes. We got Tyrus Thomas, the 6th pick that they traded Arenas for. And then 42. So 48, 46, and 42. Probably setting a record for most points over the opponent in a 3-game stretch, I would imagine. Troy Murphy got 20. Page is averaging 18. Paul Millsap, as a rookie's averaging 10. He was the 9th pick. Shaq, I think, first time leading the team, maybe. Maybe he did once before. Kobe really struggled. Usually they're both like close to 30, and this time they barely combined for 30. Josh Smith's first game is 7 points, 6 rebounds, and a block, and he made his only 3. That's cool. All right, and we already went that far, right? Yes, so we can at least go through this week. Garnett is back. We will let him sit out that game, and we'll barely win by 4. So Randolph got to play 1 more game at least. And then we'll go back to the no Grant Hill lineup. Need to give Chris Paul his minutes. And should be good to go. Actually, yeah, I think 20 minutes for KG should be just fine. Gary Payton is hurt again. So good thing we already have that lineup figured out. Oh no, actually no. I said I'm not giving Rondo the minutes this time. Although Smith's already in, so he might have to. We'll just play Chris Paul a lot, I think. Because my problem is, with playing Dwayne Wade at point guard, I like having him and Kobe in at different times. They're almost always, other than 2 minutes throughout the game, one of them is always in. So I'd have to really change his minutes. Well, not necessarily. But then if I do that, Brandon Roy gets the shooting guard. And then I pretty much go 9-man. So I think we just minimize how much Mr. Rondo is playing. Although that's now more than what he was before because I was doing this. That's fine. I guess I could, let's just give Wade another minute. Why not? $34 seems doable. And then let's do that. So Rondo's at 13. Roy jumps up a few minutes. Good for him. And Paul's playing a whole lot more. Let's also give Shaq a minute off here, so he's not too tired. Big win over Minnesota. Maggette for Garnett, no thanks. Oh, we're under 100 on that one, so been held under 100 twice now. The Nets are 29-9, so and they almost made the comeback because they got 43 points in the fourth quarter. Ray Allen is playing again. Jason Terry not averaging quite as much. Shaq leading the way. Bosch double-double. D-Wade barely a double-double. Only shot 7 times. Zebo 11 and 8 in his one game in the rotation. Then we get 41-point win over the Timberwolves. Wade with 35, only missed 4 of his 19 shots. Brandon Roy's up here with 14 points, so I'm glad I gave him a few more minutes after this game. Kobe with a huge game, 5 steals, 7 assists, got the double-double. Shaq barely got one. Peyton, 13 assists for, I think, the second time this year. Manu did get 30 on me, including 3 threes. Maggette still averaging 20. And then only 14 over Peja's Kings. We got Wade, Kobe not great. This was Paul's start. Got 14 and only 5 assists. Bosch double-double. Shaq almost. Rondo was much better, so he went from 22% to now 42% with one game, because he only played a few before. Josh Smith was only 1 for 6. That's not good. Garnett's return was 1 for 5. That's not good. Or no, he was in this game, wasn't he? Yeah, he made his shots there. For the Kings, Peja was 17. All right, we are at the deadline. Let's go ahead and make sure we're all set here. Body work, sure. Let's do an individual. The Clippers are awful. The 26th is the rookie game. So that's where I just do the fun stuff of, actually we can work out in the morning, and then it's fun doing team bonding. It's like we're at the events, right? Right. All right, and then we go to the Wizards, where we're going to, I guess, study film and scrimmage before the back-to-back. And then we're going to do a bit of conditioning. Second and third is right before the Celtics. All right, well, let's get to the trade deadline here. Joe Smith and Sean Marion. So they're actually giving me somebody better than Garnett for some reason. And I'm going to say no. Gary Payton is back. I'm going to let him miss this game. And we won by 32. And we're going to put Rondo back. I'll put Aldridge back down. So really I do that just to give guys some more chance to play. So I know Peyton could have played there, but no need. Let's do 24 and 24 to split them. And then I was giving Shaq a minute off too. Right there. I don't think I'm going to really be making any trade offers. Usually I'm looking to trade somebody. I think I've already scouted all the real people. It sure seems like it. Alright, we'll go ahead and look at these here before we see if we want to trade anybody. Yao Ming got what he averages, 20 and 11. Desmond Mason's averaging 16 in his first full year in Seattle. Kobe with 35. Shaq got 4 blocks. So this was the game Rondo got to play still. So 6.7 assists. Good stuff. Paul couldn't quite get to the double-double. And then Peyton's back for the 27-point win over the Cavs, who I would not have guessed are over 500. I would have guessed they were pretty terrible. Wade and Shaq. Kobe only with 14. Peyton comes back. Not a big game, but that's all right. Udonis Haslem, of all people, led this team in scoring. He got traded. He was on the Grizzlies before. So another trade. This is the first season in a long time we've had 2 non-Pacers trades during the season. I have no idea who they traded. They've got a bunch of big people down here. Wilcox, Chandler, Foster, Rose, Ostertag, Evans. They needed a point guard or a shooting guard. Or small forward. They didn't need a power forward unless they traded a power forward, which I don't know. Alright, let's go see if we're trading anybody. Actually, before I even do that, I want to see who it was. Oh, there were more. Sean Kemp got traded to the Blazers for the Blazers draft pick Rodney Carney. So Sean Kemp will be the new starting center for LeBron's Blazers. They upgraded there and got rid of Carney, but also swapped for a real guy there. So I think the Blazers win that trade. It was Wilcox and Haslam coming over for Vladimir and Finley. So Finley, actually with Vladimir, they're probably the Cavs' leading scorers. And now the Cavs are going to be even worse, but somehow they were over 500. We still don't have the Bucks firing their coach. That is crazy to me. Alright, let's see here. Gary Payton hopefully will retire. He's still not super happy. I don't know, maybe it's because his minutes. But he can't play that long without getting hurt. I guess it could be his touches, too. He's not shooting as much. Chris Paul, we've still got 2 years on his rookie deal. Rondo, we just drafted. D-Wade, we have to match his contract. Roy, we just drafted. Tony Allen still got 1 year on his team option after this year. Kobe's locked up. Josh has another year. Hill, we might let go, and we can't trade him because he's hurt. Bosch, Garnett, we just locked up. Randolph would be the candidate, but we actually traded for him so we could keep him for another year because it was better than Nash, whose contract is expiring. Dwight, we got to decide after this coming year whether we keep him as Shaq's eventual replacement or maybe Aldridge grows into that. Not sure, but I don't see anybody to trade, so I think we're just going to move right on past the deadline. It's been a long time since I've not even flirted with the trade. Usually at least this would have been when I try to get Michael Jordan or LeBron James or something, but I'm pretty happy with my 38-0, and we'll see if we jinx it now. Not there. Shaq is going to be out for the season. Well, that sucks, not only because he's out for the season, but because that's going to really make him worse in the off season. Because if you add that up, he's now only an 85 when he was an 86 before. The good news is we have plenty of depth when it comes to big guys. Wow. Okay, well, we're going with Randolph again. We had Howard playing some more. Well, that's my favorite player, and he's only going to average 15 points per game, evidently, for this season. He's not missed significant time in a long time. He played in the 60s there, but he's never missed that over half of a year, and that's exactly what's going to happen. He might be back before the end of the year because of my training staff, but that sucks. Hmm. We could... Is there anywhere I can put Garnett in? Could do it here. Let's do 1 minute here, just to let Garnett play a little more. Alright, we already looked at those. Here's 26 over the Magic. See if Iverson scored 40 on us again. D Wade 2 for 10. Ouch. He got 34. Turkoglu finally played. He's averaging 23. So 23 and 35. It's probably about half the points they score. Only 11 over the 11 and 31 Hawks. Salim Stoudemire got 30 points. I think last year he had a random game like that against me. Lamar Odom was 2 for 7. Seems like he would shoot a lot on this team. But Lou Williams, how he's not in the most improved player, I'm not sure. Kobe and Wade. So Shaq only played 9 minutes, so that really hurts the average. 9 minutes and didn't score. Dwight Howard did get a double-double coming in for him. All right. 36 over the Hornets. Dwight Howard leads the way, 26 and 9. I don't feel like his shot tendency is very high. It's 58, but so on a team like this, I'm very surprised that he'd be getting points over Kobe and Wade, who shot 5 times for some reason. Not quite sure what's up with that. Al Harrington got 31. This team is not very good. And then 35 over the 6 and 35 Clippers. Dwight Howard led the team twice in a row. What is happening? We got 8 for 8. Chris Paul got 18 points. Randolph with a pretty good game. And then Latrell Sprewell leads the way. He is retiring, but he's averaging 12 points per game, playing more than he has in the last several years. Jamison should be averaging a lot, and he is. It's a career high so far. And let's go see who made the All-Star team. Any other transactions? Still no firings. That is so surprising. There were no more trades or signings. Shaq's the only guy out for season. LeBron, Kobe, Dwayne Wade's up here in 5th now. 22, 5, and 6. Shooting 60% and 47 from downtown. He's going to shoot the most threes of his career so far. Kobe's settled down from 27 to 25, and he's now fully happy. Not sure what changed. LeBron's up to 32. He was at 30 before. Interesting. Bargnani, we still got a fake guy in here. Please go away. Probably going to have to remove him from the rookie game. So the Wizards rookies leading the way. Six-man Chris Paul is second still. Carlos Boozer's in here as Elton Brand's backup. Defensive player is LeBron as well. Most improved Smush Parker. Where is Lou Williams? Jameer Nelson's averaging 17 points per game. Season awards. Turkoglu got one. LeBron keeps dominating the West. That hasn't come out yet. All right. Kobe is starting. It was not Paul Pierce. Elton Brand passes Paul Pierce. I guess he was pretty close. Dwayne Wade is an all-star for the first time. This is Kobe's fifth because he was hurt in a couple of the years he should have made it. Shaq made it. I did not expect that. I guess he was the highest center. He was only like ninth in the voting. Interesting. I guess because when you're 40-0 or whatever, you should probably have 3 All-Stars. Tony Parker is an All-Star for the first time. That's cool. In the West, Arenas, Ginobili, LeBron, Carmelo Duncan. The Suns get 2. Webber and Yao. It's Yao's first All-Star game. Al Harrington and Jermaine O'Neal. Dunk contest, Gerald Green might not be in it. Dwight Howard is. That's neat. Melo, for some reason, and J.R. Smith. 3-point contest, Kobe's in here. Arenas, Manu, Miller, Crawford, and Turkoglu. Mike Miller, pretty consistent player for the Rockets. Rookies. Well, not all of them are rookies, but the rookie-labeled team, at least they're all real. If I see that Magic guy, we gotta take him out. He's not here, so why is he 5th in Rookie of the Year voting? I have no idea. We do have Chris Paul and Brandon Roy going against each other, though. Let's go see how that goes. It's a 17-point win for not Brandon Roy, but he did have a very good game. Adam Morrison led this team. Chris Paul is probably your MVP of the rookie sophomore game, or Rising Stars game, whatever it's called. Cool. Too bad that doesn't show in the accolades. We'll see if Dwight Howard can win a dunk contest. He did not. LeBron subbed in for, I guess, Gerald Green. That's like the second or third time he's won that. Manu wins the 3-point contest. And, oh, I guess we're going to see the jerseys here. There's your starting lineups. I think Kidd would be the point guard over Iverson, but whatever. I'm going to see after this if it still shows Shaq made it, even though he doesn't get to play in it. So the West ended up winning by 5. It was a low-scoring game. LeBron James looks to be your All-Star Game MVP. In the East, they subbed in Nazi Muhammad for Shaq. Is it because there aren't good centers in the East? What is that nonsense? He now has made an All-Star game. I don't think their record's that good. 10 points, 9 rebounds, and a block. And he just made an All-Star game. Do they have to have 2 centers, maybe? And he's the next best in the East that's available? Let's go see. If I go to all centers, they could have given it to Dwight Howard. All these are West. Tyson Chandler isn't averaging as much, so Ilgauskas was the one in it. These guys are all in the West. Eddie Curry I probably would have given it instead of Nazi Muhammad. Most of the centers are all in the West. I think that's it. That's probably why, the only reason Shaq made it. Does it still say? Okay, good. So his streak is not over. Every year but his rookie year, he has made an All-Star game. But the fact that I just saw Nazi Muhammad at 77 overall make an All-Star team for 10 points, 9 rebounds, that is crazy that most of the top centers in the league are all in the West. All right. Well, I think we've decided not to re-sign or not to extend Hill since he's injured and he's 34. I mean, I do like his 17 badges that he's helping with. I do like the thought that maybe his jersey number will get retired if he plays more with the Pacers, but I'm not sure. Peyton is 38, so we're not going to re-sign him. Ooh. Somebody else shot up here, I think. Or maybe... I don't know. I thought I was only missing 3 of the top ones, but somebody else got bad. The Pacers have a whole lot of picks, but probably not going to be Mr. Durant. We are just 1 game over the halfway point from a Pacers standpoint, and we're 42-0. That's pretty cool. We'll see who will be the team to ruin things. The Nets are 9 games back. The Bucks are awful. The Suns are 2.5 games up in the West. LeBron carrying his team to the 2nd place. Sean Kemp is... Please retire. And the Clippers are awful. So Bucks and Clippers are really tanking, going all in for Kevin Durant, knowing that they actually have a chance since I didn't steal their picks. Let's first look at the Pacers stats here. Kobe's 25.7, Wade 21.7. Pretty good stuff. GP shooting 51% is probably the most surprising thing of any of this. Not getting anybody over 8 assists. Now that Paul's no, he's not starting. I thought Peyton was hurt again. He's been hurt twice, but if Paul starts some more, he probably will end up averaging over 8 assists. We'll see. Dwight Howard's definitely going to shoot up in rebounds now that he's starting. Bosch leading the team in blocks is surprising since Shaq was one of the league leaders last year. Gary Payton is one of my best 3-point shooters, and Dwayne Wade, 2 guys that are not really known for that. Kobe's a ridiculous free throw shooter, 96%. Dwayne Wade gets to the line a lot. And let's lastly look at some league leaders. Kobe is 5th. Wade is 13th. We got only 6 people in double-figure rebounds. LeBron James is one of them. Anton Jameis is one of them. Assists, Jason Kidd is just killing everyone. Howard Isley is their starting point guard, getting 8 assists and shooting 28%. He also says he's retiring at age 34. Steve Nash is 6th. That's cool to see. Kidd leading in steals as well. Iverson and LeBron. Marco Yarch is up here. Blocks led by Sean Bradley, who's shooting even worse, 29%. Oh, what is wrong with him? He's never been able to shoot for some reason. By shoot, I just mean put it in the goal. You're 7'6". Dwight Howard leading the way, followed by Allen Iverson, Wade, and Shaq, Desmond Mason. Iverson shoots the most. Bruce Bowen is just ridiculous at threes. He's 92 at them. His first year with the Grizzlies. Crawford and Turkoglu. Michael Redd. Mike James is shooting 7 threes a game. He's averaging 18 because the Jazz are awful. Free throw percentage. Kobe's leading the league, followed by Nash. LeBron gets to the line the most. All right, that's where we'll stop. We'll continue on with the rest of the season. See how long the undefeated streak can last. I am not going to get my hopes up for an 82-0, but we're at least 42-0. And I'm pretty sure we've not done that before. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, Shoe Shack Redemption's out.